Bastard side, so
Okay,
I think
get the
Chester
tank
will be
active.
pretty happy with this. They're fielding 2 Sleipnirs, 2 Cyclones, a Scimitar, 2 Scythe Fleet Issues,
And
and
go.
some support that I don't yet have targeted.
Double flight.
Scimitar primary, Scimitar is MJD target.
Rounds out the Bastards team. Then from
MJD's
CAS,
on.
we get double Golem, double
MJD.
Typhoon Fleet with a Claymore flank,
MJD.
double Tristan, double Kestrel, double Breacher for some logistics.
Okay, there you go for
We've
Cyclone
seen the
first.
Logifrigs very rarely in this tournament, but I do like the teams that
Missiles
are
on
very
Scimitar.
interesting. They're not inherently bad, they're just a bit more out there. The match has started, and we have the entire
Likewise.
Bastards team burning in their take on what you might be able to call a Minotaur
Drones
rush.
on
This year's
Scimitar.
Minotaur rush style setup.
It's
And
not
we have
too
the
far
yeah.
to
Get the small ships
locked
locked up for after
Who's
Scimitar.
secondary?
on the field.
Korax is secondary.
They have Breachers and Tristans and Kestrels. Very light support wing, obviously cheap because they put so many points in the double Golem, double Fleet Typhoon. And thankfully
Tristan
for
down
them,
for CAS now.
Korax
one
primary.
Tristan already down for CAS.
After the
Simi,
Korax going to
Simi.
Flycatcher.
It's
Burn
over.
through almost immediately.
It's
trying to
over.
rip now, but
Yes.
it's no armor. It's going into structure. The Simi is such an important ship.
Yeah, and he's
good.
boosting.
Barely
Let's
holding
do
on.
machine
But even if
Flycatcher
he holds
secondary.
with that ASB, which he's not, he's getting
Nope.
chunked into structure.
He gone.
All right, so he's
Okay,
down. So
boost
Machine Flycatcher.
almost
thing to
down.
mention though is that the Cyclones have their own active tanking bonus.
Machine
as
Flycatcher
Sleipnirs.
primary. Secondary is
So
the
they're
other
gonna have pretty
Flycatcher.
beefy tanks in and of themselves.
And
What
after
they
that,
have
we'll
to
go
do is
for
they
the
have to
Merlin.
mitigate damage
Second
coming in
Tristan
from
down.
castabouts.
Boost
They're going
Yellow
straight for the
DCM.
Claymore, which is
Yellow.
a questionable call.
I
I'm
mean,
not sure
like,
why.
getting links off takes down their speed, takes down their tank potential, but
Martha's
yeah,
down.
I
Oh yeah,
wouldn't,
Claymore has no team.
I wouldn't
Nico's
necessarily
down.
call it next, but it's a perfectly valid choice. Claymore does go down very, very easily, kind of surprisingly that it didn't last a little bit longer, but there we go, Kestrel going down, and Bastards are just burning through the ships here. They got so much damage.
Okay, other Flycatcher
catching these small ships, taking them down, and that's going to
Painted.
leave CAS with only 4 ships once the last Breach and Kestrel are
And
down.
after the
Looks like
Flycatcher,
Flycatcher's
the
been
Merlin.
caught and is going down on the Bastard side. They still got another one to go now. It is painted. There it goes, pops down. I am interested to see what they try to
Yellow's jammed
You
again.
don't want big
continue with
big
these.
Jackals
stuff
on
on the
reload.
field
Or
next.
whether we go into the big stuff.
Merlin
It does
primary.
look like Yellow Man in the Golem.
Jackals
taking
on
lots of
reload.
damage, but no, they're painting
Painting
the
the Merlin.
Flycatcher.
Yeah, so they do have
Kata
a
and the
Merlin
Merlin.
Typhoon of Vlad as well.
Merlin.
I mean, there's not a lot of good choices if you're the Bastards
Run your
team.
smart
You've got
bomb.
a
Smart
lot of
Yellow.
castabouts,
Run
I
your
expect
smart
that.
bombs.
They didn't put a whole lot of points
Another
there.
Flycatcher down.
And
all
the
very light
secondary will
tanks.
be
So
Michael.
the fact that
Michael
they
Scythe
lost
Fleet.
those
Michael
frigates
Scythe
early,
Fleet
the majority
primary.
of those frigates, not a big deal.
Roger.
That Claymore though was a smart play
Painted.
because of how
Primary.
they're going at it right now. So
Primary
you see
Michael
tiny,
Scythe
tiny
Fleet.
slivers of shield
Michael
coming
Scythe
back
Fleet
from
primary.
Typhoon
Secondary is
Vlad.
the other Scythe
It's
Fleet.
not going to mean much, especially without
Almost
links. It's got
reload.
a lot of EHP as a faction battleship, but
Vlad
not a
down.
lot of rep potential and no rep bonuses. So he's going into structure. Doesn't look like he's got a whole
Try
team
to
behind
kite.
there.
Keep
So
moving.
he's gonna
Don't
go
sit
down
right on top of
momentarily,
each
which is
other.
a really big win for the Bastards. They need to do that again to the other fleet.
Michael
Typhoon.
Scythe Fleet primary.
Keep their
Other Scythe Fleet
Sleipnirs alive,
secondary.
And if they do that, which I think they should be able to do pretty comfortably, they'll
Vic,
be
you
in a
move.
good spot.
I mean, we've got jams going
Okay,
on
let's
the
say sleep
Golems here, so there is a ship alive that still does jams, and quite possibly the Merlin. And if you think about it, a jam on a battleship, that is a lot of DPS.
Sign may go down
Quite a
soon.
lot. Jam
It's
size is really low.
Cyclone
So that
Nosh
Merlin being alive is
secondary.
actually
Cyclone
quite
Nosh
important
secondary.
on the side of the Casper.
They still have one
Yes,
Merlin.
have just lost another fleet side. Their
You gotta
other
kill
fleet
the
side
good,
bigger
ignore
ships
the Merlin.
painted, so be losing that
Go for
soon.
Tabby's
So
primary.
the
Cyclone
Casper
Nosh
now have to
primary.
go to the ships with that crazy active tanking bonus. They've already lost
Sims
one,
at
they're
secondary.
about to lose another. So with 2 Golems, a Kestrel and a Breacher, they don't have a ridiculous amount of DPS left to burn through the insane active tank that both these hulls can put on.
Yeah, I mean, the obvious choice
Yellow
is the
reload.
Cyclones. I'm looking at it now, and it seems everybody's in the same party.
Remember
pretty close
the
range, so
edges of the
Castabouts has
arena if
pick
you're
of whatever they
kiting.
want to choose. However, the
Okay,
Golems
sign us
are gonna
down.
choose fit, right,
It's
so they can project
after
out. They're not
the Cyclone,
well,
it's
then
the
again,
other
that one Golem
Cyclone.
is actually MWDing, so that might not be the case, but they
Gotcha.
really should be.
Zimzat is the other side.
That's not a huge.
Yellow's out of
amount
reload?
of They can put out a respectable.
Zimzat,
amount, but they're not
Cyclone will be the
sledgehammer
next
that
one.
Fleet Typhoon is.
Jackals
now
in
that
reload.
second Fleet Typhoon goes down, these Cyclones will die to 2 Golems.
They were
Yeah.
gathered around Tabby,
The question is
so
how quick
try
they
to
go.
spread out a
I'd say
bit,
quite
make
so.
it harder to
Cyclones
catch
do
it.
get that local hull bonus.
Use
If they don't
ECM
face
drones
Sleipnirs
at this
first, I would be
point
face
to
palming
reduce
right
the
now,
Sleipnir's
but if they didn't go
damage.
Cyclones, Sleipnirs do a bit more DPS.
Overheat
but the
your tanks
Cyclones
right
have the
away, your
2-1
cat
resist.
booster,
They're not double
tank as hard as you can.
bonus to hull tank, sorry, their local tank. But yeah, so I think that Castabouts are in quite a bit of trouble here. But
burn
you do have
out.
to wonder how
Put
hard
much
can
heat
those
on the
Golem
tank.
tanks, Golems tank on their own. If Castabouts do get to kill
Frigates, see if you can kill the
both
Merlin.
Cyclones
Frigates
in the
can
next
see
5
if you can
minutes,
kill
the
the
Golems
Merlin.
go down and the Kestrel and the
2 on
Breacher
the
manage
field.
to stay alive, then they'll be ahead on points.
ECM drones on the
Just
slip.
have those
Okay,
point
next
Primary
one is
Sims at
It's
site.
not dying.
Zimzite is Brony.
Yeah, unfortunately for
Keep it
the
cool.
CAS,
Yeah, wasn't
Frigate.
2 Sleipnirs and 2
See
Cyclones,
if you can
or
kill
is
the
case gonna
Merlin.
be 2 Sleipnirs and 1 Cyclone. Still put out a
Cyclone
lot of
is trying to
damage,
kill the
and they
Merlin.
can select
They do.
their
Primary.
animal types.
Yeah.
So
Keep your
they
range.
can fire into resist holes if they want. The Golem, obviously, T2 resist profile, but he
They're right
is
on top of me,
kill
but I'm
the
holding.
Merlin.
Yellows and
super
reload.
comfortably, I would say. We're assuming that's an ASB that he's using.
Okay,
ASB
with
can
2
only use
golems,
charges, it uses cap
with 2
charges
golems,
instead of
Kestrel
local cap.
Breacher,
After that, you've got
and
if you
2
get your own
Sleipnir,
That
Cyclone,
breacher's
Merlin
gotta
were
be
up by
helping as
3
well,
points.
slowing it down. I mean, as long as it just stays without getting range.
Ah,
think
but
we can still kill
yellow
him.
will
Kestrel's
possibly
scrammed,
go
yeah.
down.
Now scrammed. So those are points that castabouts can
Smart bomb.
at this point. We're really close. It is 58 to 50
Smart bomb.
bastards to castabouts. That Cyclone looks like he's starting to trouble
Think
out.
about
Elizabeth
it.
is tackled by the Merlin.
As you said he would.
Okay, frigates,
Can he
take
keep
down the
that
Merlin.
going?
Big
Frigates, take
ships,
down that Merlin.
take
How are they
down
using
the
those myths? How are
Cyclone.
those golems fit?
So
Need to
the
finish
Golem
that.
is definitely going to go down. You see a shield boost there. I would imagine that's probably an ancillary shield booster that's run
If
out
you
of cap
got
booster
MJD
charges,
and you're
but
not
he's maybe
scrammed,
got local
MJD
inject, a
yellow.
lot of mid-slots on
Yeah,
gold.
Try to
if you
make it in the
can
same direction.
You could also
micro
have multiple
jump drive
shield
out
boosters. I see
yellow,
that as
do
being
it.
unlikely.
Just not out of
He's
the
still
arena.
boosting, so he's still mitigating. And if they can kill
Merlin
this
down.
Cyclone, if they can overheat those launchers and kill this Cyclone, maybe those tiny slivers of shield will stay a
But the
bit
Merlin,
longer.
the Merlin's taking fire. Merlin is
Need
down,
to
so
pay
the gems
attention
are
to
going
that.
off.
If you can
It's
micro
gonna
jump
allow them to
drive,
keep
do it
those going.
quicker.
Looks like
Yeah, I'm
the
trying. I've been
gems
scrammed.
on
Yellow's
Cyclone
down.
and Cyclone. Getting a reprieve
secondary.
for that incoming DPS just for all. Just to
Zimzat
Zimzat
is the primary
is-
for everyone at the
Zimzat
moment.
primary. And then
That's not
macros
gonna work
slept
out
their
They're
secondary.
not
Got
close to the
bumped.
center of the arena,
Fix.
so a bump in the
Jackals
wrong way
reloaded.
means that you could go
Oh,
jumping
that
out of
was
the
so
arena.
close.
Zimzat is
Cyclone
down.
shot.
Gekbon
Primary.
is
MJD out of the
Macro
arena.
slight
he-
primary,
he
macro
tried
slight
to. He
primary.
didn't actually get the MJD off before he went down.
Marcos.
However, important to note,
Slip
once you
variants.
cycle your MJD,
all
you can't cancel the
ECM
cycle
drones
in whatever
on
direction you point it
Iska,
when it
all
activates.
ECM drones
That's
on
where we go. That one
Iska,
cycle
all
did go
damage
down.
on
However, it looks
Marco.
like it's gonna be a 100
Frigates,
points for the
stay
bastard,
away.
so that golem did
We
get
don't
bumped,
want you to
and
get
there's a
tagged.
possibility if he was facing the
Okay,
wrong
they're
way,
trying
he
to
could
kite,
have
they're
gone
trying
out
to
of the
kite.
arena.
Just chase them.
But we'll never know.
Use
Cass
damage
is dead.
drones.
If
Hammond's
they can
down.
kill a Sletnir with a golem,
Use
Not
damage
gonna
drones
happen.
now. Get
If-
all the
if
DPS
they
on
could,
Marco
it's not gonna
Drag
happen. It's
in
not
the
gonna happen.
Sleipnir.
It's not. There's no way that's
All
gonna happen.
DPS on macro, make sure you stay in
I would bet
DPS
that's not
range.
gonna happen. And as I
Use
say that,
DPS
no
drones,
MJDs.
stay in DPS range with macro.
We
just
can
playing it
hope.
safe,
I
getting
mean,
rid of the Cassie.
The Sleipnirs, maybe
If we
they
can
see the
kill
MJD,
this
they're like,
last
oh, that looks like
Slap
fun, we
deal,
won a match,
we are
let's have a
winning
good
this
time and
match.
celebrate with this MJD.
Yeah. I mean, in order
Don't
to win
burn
now,
out
the Sletners can
anything.
just sit still, don't use their prop mod, don't use their web, save cap,
Try to tank
damage
them.
starts coming in, run the tank,
Copy.
save all their cap for their tank. They don't need to do anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, an unloaded XLASB, you're still, even with a full capacitor, going to get maybe 2 cycles.
I don't
so
think the Sleipnirs
them
had
burning and
scram, or
mitigating
at least they
that
didn't
damage
scram
is
me, so
still
you
a
can
little
probably
more
MJD
close.
away
It's
from
definitely
them
the right
if
play.
you need to.
However,
No, no,
they're
they have
mitigating
no
their
scram.
They are
They'll
mitigating
put off
some
MJDs.
damage, but they're also mitigating their own damage because they're having to load slightly longer range ammo. Tracking shouldn't be an issue. Sleipnir tracks really well, but they're
It is
now,
a webbed golem.
they are barraging this.
There
this
are
golem.
few things in EVE easier to hit than a webbed golem.
That's true. That is very true. So he's actually trying to burn after them, and that web is keeping him at bay. So ISCA and the Sleipnir Iska is keeping the golem webbed, and he is burning like hell toward Marco to try and take him down. He's actually been putting out a really impressive amount of damage, but he's been taking even more damage.
Find a safe
and
MJD
he's
direction
gonna
if you
lose
need
that
to,
one, but
and then
serious
work your way
bravery
back into
points for,
damage
Jackal
direction,
Lord and
damage
Golem.
range.
Yep, running out of shield
They don't
finally
need
now.
to.
He may in fact go down before the timer runs out. We've got just over a minute and a half left. Kestrel has managed to stay alive. but
Micro
it's not
jump
enough.
drive
That's
behind
Sleipnir
him if
going
he's
down
running
shield.
out of your
All that
range,
should boost up
Vic.
in a second, momentarily.
Yeah, so
He's
the
not
Sleipnir
out of my
should be
range
out
yet.
of ASB charges at this point, but he's not taking. Okay, so this got significantly more interesting once that Sleipnir entered reload. He's reloading his ASB. If he doesn't get that reload off in time,
The golem as well is
yeah,
losing armor.
he's very low, but he's only taking 1 Sleipnir's worth of damage, and he probably started
Time to
his
overheat
reload.
those launchers
I'm
if you
kind
got
of-
it.
Sleipnir's fine again.
Okay, so there goes another boost for the golem. So Sleipnir boosting as well. Unfortunate.
Time to
Very
overheat
unfortunate.
all
Would've
the
been far
tank.
more exciting if that had happened, and I
It's
would have
been
been wrong
overheated.
when I told you earlier that would never happen. So, me being wrong and Caspaus bringing this back would both have been good.
You can
Well,
MJD away
neither
from
are
their
gonna
damage
happen.
if you need
Doesn't
to,
seem
but
like
then
it.
you gotta
We're
hurry back
now
to
down to
damage
45
range because
seconds.
There's
they're
always
losing
the
momentum.
next match for you to be wrong.
No, trust me, there's multiple days for me to be wrong. And if
Why
history
did
tells
you
the tale,
insist
I
on
will
killing all
take
the
full
small
advantage.
stuff first, Teddy?
The golem did get his ASB
Kill
reload
the
Because I
off,
was
so
so wait,
I think he
Wait
should
for it to be
really
like-
comfortably be able
Wait
to
for it to
tank tank
be over.
these two Sleipnirs. If he's got any heat left to put on his mid slots, but doesn't look like I'm right about that either, because he's still
calling it
boosting
over yet,
and
as
still
long
getting
as
chunks. down at
Rick
the
is on the
start.
field.
He's living to not win, but he is
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe it's over.
Elizabeth is also still on the field.
Two things I've seen there.